back, we started a club project almost 9 years ago now. So it will be interesting because next year we will have the 30 years of EPMA and the 10th year of the club project. So a good opportunity to celebrate. So looking back over these 9 years of club project, we had 21 club projects in total. Almost 850,000 euros collected to foster the synergy between the industry and the academic network. And our interesting figures, we could get 15 new members through thanks to the club project. So 15 members who joined decided to join the EPMA because they wanted to be part of a club project. And all of these 15 are still members. That's the interesting part. All right, next slide. So last year, we started 5 new club projects. 2 in hard materials, on simulations and fatigue testing. The first one on additive manufacturing, and an interesting one on high temperature sintering, which is a club project. We collected the highest number of partners, industrial partners, I think 11 in total. Plus, we had the 2 ongoing club projects, the DFS and AOH2. All the information on the club project can be found on the EPMA website. We have the EPMA website /R&D project, so you can have all the information on the club projects that you want to find, and on the proposals. We are putting the proposals as well on this web page. If you receive an email from me from time to time, just go on the button. You will see more information on club project can be found at. I always put that on the button of my email, so you can find that easily. Okay, so for 2018, it's too early. We have 1 club project who officially started. It's the Kinetic 2 project. So this project started last week, 2 weeks ago, with a kickoff meeting at NPL. We had the completion of the AOH2, the resistivity of hard material stage 2 project. So, and then here this is the proposals. So the discussion about what could start this year. So we have 2 projects or 2 discussions in the hard material group. Stage 2 of successful projects on mechanical testing of hard material samples, and a possible club project on hard material and additive manufacturing. It's trendy, and in hard materials there are things moving also in this direction. So we want to have a look at that, and we are discussing about a possible club project on this topic. The EuroAM we will discuss on stage 2 of the SLM pod. It was a very interesting project which gathers a lot of members who lead to a benchmarking of the testing of powder for additive manufacturing. It was very interesting, and we want to continue. We did that for 1 powder, and maybe we would like to do that for 1, 2, or maybe 3 more alloys in the stage 2. The Europresent Center, after the completion of the design for sintering project we made with the University of Trento, now we are thinking also for stage 2 to go a little further. It's a philosophy of the club project. We always start like that. When we have an idea, we don't want to make the big project with a big commitment. It's not sometimes not acceptable from the industry partner. So we always start, or often start with let's say a feasibility club project, a demonstrator club project that we call stage 1. A small budget, but at least a good work, and we put the people around the table, and then they see whether the concept is good. And that's why most of the time you see a stage 2, a stage 3, because then after this demonstrator, they see that the concept is good, the idea is good, and then they continue with further ideas. So here we are talking about discussing about a design for sintering stage 2 with a longer project, maybe including a PhD or master thesis, which is a good point because, as you know, we decided at the last council that when a club project would include a PhD or master thesis student, the EPMA would fund, will support this club project with additional funding of 10,000 euros on the top of the project. So here we are trying to fit that together with this design for sintering too. Also, a proposal on induction hardening of PM steel parts. This was presented yesterday by Alberto Molinari at the European Center meeting. So I think it's progressing well. We all know how complex the topic it is. So here again, we will start with the stage 1, starting with the basic of the methodology, of the modeling aspect, so that every people can sit together and have a look at the concept. The other point is that we could extend the area of this project to the hard material community because there are some interest coming from this community. So here we are checking whether we could make a kind of combined club project between the European Center and the Euro-ECHM group. And then after Euro-EP, first club project after a long time, which would be I'm on EP or EP on I'm, no, I'm on EP, I'm on EP. And well, the combination, as you know, after additive manufacturing, a lot of parts needs to be heaped, and this is of course a study on these parts, and the project should start soon. Okay. So that's the club project. As you know, we are involved in EU project as well. This is an important aspect now of our task for different reasons. We are committed to our members to support them in their EU project actions by providing them with the support in terms of consortiums, formations, and the most important part is the dissemination aspect. We provide them with the package that the EPMA can provide in terms of disseminations. As you know, it's the core business of our associations, making events, training, European events, newsletter, website. We have a graphic designer, a website designers. So all of that, of course, is a big added value for any EU project proposals, because the reviewer will see that, okay, from the dissemination, they have a strong partner on their sites. And this is important, you know, for the point they get in order to get the EU project or not. So we are involved in 2 EU projects right now. This first one is the iMotion EU project. So it's a kind of strategic approach project. There's no research in that. It's in order to foster the additive manufacturing sector in Europe by many initiatives. We are part of a large consortium here, and our goal is, of course, to represent the powder metallurgy sectors in these initiatives. And practically, our main actions here will come in September, where we will organize an additive manufacturing summer school under this project. This will be organized in collaboration, of course, with the consortiums. It will be held at the Prodantec in Riron, in Spain. And this will be starting at the 4th until the 7th of September 2018. So of course, here we can use our know-how about organizing a PM summer school. Scarlett Williams, who is the project manager of this EU project, is organizing as well the summer school. So you see how we can, at the EPMA level, use our know-how and the synergy with our different levels to combine them with EU events. All right.
And this summer school is on top of the usual summer school that we are running every year.
Of course. Good to say. We have, of course, our usual PM summer school, which will be held in Vienna, at the beginning of July. This will be held as usual, and this comes on the top. In addition.
For newcomers within our community, summer schools is an excellent platform to train new recruits, new people in EPMA, in powder metallurgy. Don't hesitate to register your people. We have always more applications than what the number of seats. We have increased the number of seats to 60 this year for the usual summer school, but don't hesitate to apply.
Very good. And last year started a new EU project which is entirely devoted to powder metallurgy. So it's a 9 million euro projects involving a large number of 17 partners in this aspect, tackling very different sectors of the powder metallurgy, MIM, HIP, diamond tools, and of course additive manufacturing. And this will be a 3 years project where the EPMA again will have the role of a dissemination partners. So we will accompany this project during these 3 years through many dissemination actions and support actions. This is an important project where we will have some important tasks to carry out. As always, the first year is just the starting years, but then you will see in the next year that more and more events and workshops organized by the EPMA in this framework. And here you can see the first actions that we did, or the first support. The logo, for example, the logo was made by the designer, the graphic designer of the EPMA. And here this is the first Supreme newsletter that was made together by the EPMA with the consortiums. So we will issue that in the next days. So that's all I wanted to say for the EU project. We go back to another point now.
Next one is Andrew, unless you have questions.